Australian. Been a very valuable player for Carlton in the last couple of years. There's Wells, has been a great player for Carlton today. On the right foot, hooks it back towards centre half forward. But Chris Smith, who has had the better of Mark McClure today. McClure's done a few good things, but Smith's been a very strong player, especially in the first half. He had a fairly quiet third quarter. Ball coming down towards centre half forward. Dool drops the ball, goes in after, and he's not the same Bruce Dool today. He's been fairly quiet. Here's Marcus Hunt. He kicked a great goal in the third quarter, and here he goes again. But he's hooked this one across his body and through for one behind. Fitzroy have gone on to 11 goals, 16, 82. Carlton are 19, 19, 133. And Billy Stevens just brought Bob Beecroft back onto the ground.
In the ruck.
Straight into the ruck. And possibly that's where he should have been played this year.
Well, I can't understand that really. Taking off Alexander and putting Beecroft into the ruck just baffles me, really. Because, you know, if ever they want a big man around the ground today and doing all that ruck work, it's Alexander, and he's played a fair game, but I suppose the season's over as far as Fitzroy is concerned. They're going to give a Beecroft a run on the ruck just to finish off his career and in Victoria. The ball put down there by Fitzpatrick, driven out by Armstrong, down towards centre wing, but there's Chris Smith again, being one of Fitzroy's better players today. Completely have beaten McClure. Beecroft now over to Veal. Veal back to Harris. Harris a long hand pass out to Wilson, and let's see if he can kick another goal from there. Oh, look at that. Look at that goal. Magnificent goal by Gary Wilson. And he's kicked his third goal. Fitzroy go to 12 goals, 16, 88. Carlton 19, 19, 133.
There's no doubt about Wilson, Doug. He's playing in a side that's struggled this year, but you can always count on Wilson for 100% effort, and he's been a great player today.
Well, this is the best game I've seen him play.
Yeah, he's battled his guts out against overwhelming odds today, and his kicking around the goals has been magnificent for those 3 goals. Here's the ball on centre wing. Jimmy Buckley caught with the ball, couldn't get his kick in. Cottagio grabs it off his boot and back and kicks it long. Good play right down towards Mackay. Here's the ball punched away from him. Ken Sheldon comes out, punches it back over his head towards Mackay. Will the bounce favour him? No, McClure slips over. The long arms drag it out. He handballs it down to Ashman. Here's a chance for Mackay on the right foot. Gets the kick in down to Sheldon, or is it Armstrong? Armstrong, in fact, it is. Marked that ball, but the ball didn't travel 10 metres. And umpire John Sutcliffe will bounce it right on the edge of the goal square. The ball punched away, comes to Johnson. Johnson fires at the goals on the left foot, and he could be offline once again. Yes, through for only one behind. Carlton's, what's that, their 20th or 19th? 20th, in fact. 19 goals, 20. 134 to Fitzroy, 12-16, 88. Chris Hansen kicking in, a beautiful kick too, right up to the centre of the ground, but the mark there taken by Fitzpatrick. Immediately gives it to Francis, and Francis with a short stab kick, but it was a bad kick. Sheldon, cleverly knocks it back to Cottagio. He lines up the goals from 30 metres out, and he's split the centre with that one. Great goal there to Carlton, to Cottagio. That was his 3rd goal, and Carlton have kicked their 20th, and that score certainly looks good on the scoreboard. 20-20, 140. To Fitzroy, 12-16, 88.
Yes, a very good win by Carlton here at Princess Park, but I've got a feeling that Geelong might have kicked the sweep against Footscray, and with Richmond going down to South Melbourne, or at this point of time anyway, I think Geelong might have hit that top spot, because they've kept Footscray down to a lesser score. Cottagio kicks it up again, comes down towards Wilson, but he lets his teammate there and Harris kick it up towards the half-forward line. Nobody can mark that ball. Marcus Arney, also English. English picks that ball up, traps it well, kicks it back towards Fitzpatrick. He's in that front position. Here's Plump now, can come through. Casual as you like, gets it over towards Mark McClure. McClure, left foot kick out here towards Sheldon, and Carlton away again. Sheldon have a long shot in towards a goal. It's not a bad looking kick either. Ashman in front, can't mark the ball. Picked up there by Taylor. Taylor coming away from that back line. Hand pass to Conlon. Conlon's in a bit of trouble. Left foot kick over towards the centre wing, but it's all Carlton there as we've got Buckley and Klump. Klump's waiting for the ball to come back to him, and in doing so allows Muggerman to come through and kick it up towards McMahon. Good play by Muggerman. McMahon now up in that half-forward flank. A short pass out here, looking for and finding Lewis. Lewis in the centre half-forward position, about 20 metres out from goal. There's his shot in towards a goal, and it's offline and through for 1 point. So Fitzroy go to 12 goals, 17, 89. Carlton 20, 140.
Well, Lewis...
Southby, sorry.
I was just going to say, Lewis didn't deserve to get that goal.
No,
he took no time whatsoever.
None at all. It's bad. Back to Southby. The ball comes now through Dool. And Southby's kick over there looking for Mark McClure. McClure's up high. Can't mark that ball, though. Coming out of there is Conlon. Showing a lot of strength. Throwing the ball out in front of him. Dropping the ball, said the umpire. He was pushing the ball out in front of him. Play on, said the umpire now. Comes to English. English now kicking towards the centre of the ground. Look there coming across as Muggerman and takes a mark. Playing on quickly as Muggerman with a short pass up here looking for and finding Quinlan, and Quinlan will drive it down towards the centre half forward area. Looking there for Wilson. Wilson cops one over the back, but Dool punches the ball down. Picked up there by Marcasani. A snap over his shoulder, but offline and through for 1 point.
Yes, another behind the Marcasani. That's his second one for the quarter, and it's only a formality now, this game of who wins it, but Carlton, as Doug said, would be desperate for percentage, because no doubt at three-quarter time they would have been told that South Melbourne were defeating Richmond. Here's Katoggio coming away from defence. He was almost caught that time, and the umpire said he copped one round the head. You can see Katoggio, he must have copped one right in the face there, and Katoggio will take this free kick on half-back flank. Down towards centre wing, and a mark there taken by Kevin Heath. Been a fairly quiet player, but hasn't had to do a lot today, Heath. He's there's another one around the neck there to Sheldon, but he's a good player. He plays on. He just ignored that and got on with the game. There's the ball over the head of McMahon. Players going after it, kicked off the ground, comes to Perovic. He breaks away and kicks long. A beautiful kick too, right up towards centre half forward. Beecroft can't take the mark. The ball comes loose towards Armstrong. He can't get away with the ball, and umpire Sawyers will bounce this at the true centre half forward position in Fitzroy's attacking zone. Carlton's attacking zone, I should say. Here's the ball over the back, grabbed by Sheldon. He fires it towards the forward pocket. This might bounce just inside, or is it out in the full, I think? Yes. Goal umpire, in fact, signalled that, and Neville Taylor will take the penalty free kick right in the last line of defence. There's the short pass, and he's found the new player Everett playing his first game for Fitzroy today. There's a mark to Quinlan. Now, Bernie Quinlan's been a fairly quiet player today for Fitzroy. I certainly need him firing. There's the long kick towards half-forward flank. Marcasani has the ball knocked away from him, comes to English. He's caught, punches it to Klomp. They've got a lot of strength, these Carlton defenders. There's the kick down towards Connor. Oh, two Fitzroy players spoiled each other there, McConnon and, well, there's the free kick paid by the umpire, going back to McConville, much to the disgust of all the Fitzroy supporters around the commentary box here. Kick will land right up at centre forward. Mackay from behind, can't take the mark. Punched away there by Chris Smith. Chance for Greg Wells. He's been in everything today. Swings around with a handball to Johnston. He's on his wrong foot. On the right foot, though, he kicks it out wide. A chance for Carlton here as McClure leads in the race for the ball. Rankin goes in after him. Rankin with too much pace there for McClure. Goes in after it. Back, ducks. Oh, great play by Rankin. He deserved to get that ball. Ball punched away. Comes to Irwin. Centre wing. Hand pass over the top to McMahon. McMahon with a bad hand pass that time to Irwin. Irwin caught with the ball. McMahon goes in after it. Back to Irwin. He has it smothered. Great play there by English. Klomp comes out with the ball. Gives it to Buckley. And Carlton, as easy as you like, stream away. And a good mark there taken by Bob Beecroft.
Bob Beecroft in the ruck now. Replaced Alexander halfway through the final quarter. Didn't take the field in the start of the final quarter. As Fitzpatrick takes his mark over towards Ashman. Coming to there is Conlon, held through without the ball, and he'll take the free kick. Michael Conlon. Why? No, well, I suppose he gave the hand pass to a player running past in Hansen. Hansen now the kick right down towards that full forward line. One-handed up to Marcasani, running an open goal, easy as you like. That's his second. And Fitzroy's 13 goals, 18 to Carlton's 20 goals, 20. They can't allow Fitzroy to kick many goals at all, and that's what, of course, Fitzroy have done. They've kicked 13 goals as against the 20. So even though Carlton are going to win this game by a fair margin, Fitzroy have still scored goals against them. Johnson's kick now, travel down towards centre half forward.
Here it is, favours Taylor. He thumps it away, but Buckley leads in the race for the ball. Going in after it's Rankin. Good play, Rankin. He's caught, though, this time. Comes to Katoggio. The bounce beats him, but he gets Lee McConnon around the neck, and McConnon against his old side doing the block there as Jimmy Buckley is remonstrating there. The ball kicked by McConnon and has found Irwin in the centre of the ground. Good players. He kicks it long. The ball over the back favours Southby. In fact, he's backed up there by Heath. Over the top it comes to Dool, who's, as I said earlier, has been a quiet player. Back to Southby, though. Onto the left foot he goes. Hooks it back towards Francis. The bounce favours him. Punches it back over his head. Big Lewis goes in after it. Good play by Inglis, but he knocks it straight to Wilson. Here's a chance for Fitzroy. It'll be interesting to see what Wilson does here. Onto the left foot, hooks it back at the goals. This is close. It is just offline for one behind. Fitzroy go under 13-19-97. Carlton at 20-20, 140. And Jeff Southby there on your screen. Probably one of the greatest fullbacks ever to play VFL football. About to kick in, and what a great kick he is too. Right down over centre half back. The ball punched away from by Beecroft. Comes to Quinlan. He's a long kick, and he hooks this one beautifully, and oh, hit the post.
Hit both of them.
And
hit both the posts.
Well, there's not very often you've seen that done, Doug.
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful kick by Quinlan. Certainly deserved better. 98 plays, 140, so 42 points the difference.
There's a short pass out to Heath, and then Sheldon kicking it back towards the centre wing position. Punched away there by Everett down towards Harris. Harris throws the ball out to Beecroft, back to Everett again. Everett's kick smothered. Going to be marked by Francis. Francis breaks away from centre wing with a long kick down towards centre half forward. Looking there for Johnson. There's Hansen over the back, Cottagio, but well shepherded there allows Taylor to come through, showing a burst of speed. Over to Rankin. Rankin fumbles the ball, but he gets it back cleverly to Taylor again. Good play by Rankin. He's done a couple of very good things today, does young Rankin. Taylor now with a long kick up towards that full forward, looking there for Lewis. Heath comes out, so too is Quinlan. Close to the boundary line, out of bounds in front of the Hawthorn stand here at the Princess Oval. And Carlton 20-20 haven't scored for a while. Carlton, they scored first up in this final quarter, but since then haven't scored. And Fitzroy 13-20-98. 7 goals the difference. Ball is kicked over towards centre half forward. McMahon there should take the mark and does from centre half forward. Could make the distance too from that position. Only 50 metres out, if that, from goal. And McMahon lining up for his third shot at goal. And it's through. Well shepherded, and no doubt about it, through. Good goal to McMahon, and Fitzroy's 14th. 14 goals, 20. His third. Carlton 20 goals, 21-40. So the difference 36 points at the about 18-minute mark, final quarter.
Yes, McMahon, a very dangerous player up in the forward line, but Fitzroy, I think for next year, Doug, they've got the small players. They've always had small players, but I think they need a couple of bigger, stronger fellas around the ground, probably in a couple of the key positions.
Half-back flanks too, they need.
And they might need a full forward next year. Centre half forward's not always secure, though Robert Walsh, of course, might come back from injury. There's the kick coming up towards the forward line, and a good mark there, taken by David McMahon once again, this time about 30 metres out, directly in front. And Fitzroy got a bit of a run on here. I think certainly Carlton have relaxed.
They have.
And that percentage booster certainly won't eventuate. There's the kick, but off the side of the boot and through for one behind. So that's their 21st behind. 14-21, 105 to Fitzroy. Carlton at 20-20, 140. Southby there once again. The kick in, beautiful kick. Quinlan in front, appeals for the mark. Should have been paid by, no doubt about that. A couple of blokes juggled it, but Quinlan should have been paid that mark because he was the man in front. Not too happy about it either, and John Sutcliffe bounces the ball. Beecroft, rucking well, knocks it away to McMahon. Quinlan swings away onto the left hand, looking for Mugovan. Over the back on the left foot, Heath comes out. Hand pass over the top. He's found his teammate there in Perovic, but he kicks it straight to a Fitzroy player in Quinlan. Quinlan goes for the short pass over Wilson's head. There's still a chance for Fitzroy. Grabbed by Marcassani. Fires at the goals from 20 metres out, and he's put it through for his third goal and Fitzroy's 15th.
In that ruck against Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick gets the tap down. Comes out to Wells, he hits it on, but there's Harris again. Played a very good game from Fitzroy's point of view. Over to Thornton, Fitzroy away again, up towards that half-forward line. Thornton, in fact, can run in and kick it right in towards the goal. Looking there for Conlon. There's comes English, he can't mark it. Over towards Lewis, but ball goes out of bounds. in the forward pocket area. Fitzroy have got up into attacking zone again. They're 4 goals, 5 down. We have a miraculous effort if they could win from here, but stranger things have happened. There'll be about 7 or 8 minutes to go in this game, I'd say. The ball about to be thrown in again. Quinlan up, comes back over the back towards Cotoggio, picked up there though by Lewis. Hand passes out, almost over the shoulder from mine to Marcazzani, and it is. And Fitzroy a chance to line up for their 16th goal. 4 to Marcazzani coming up if he can kick it. And what a star of the future this man's going to be. I don't know, how old would he be, Peter?
Well, he'd only be about 20, but he was educated at a great school.
I know
College,
that where you teach at, and he's kicking well too. You must have taught him well. And 4th goal to Marcazzani. Could have had 7 goals, Marcazzani, today. He's had 4, and that's 16 goals, 21. 3 goals, 5 the difference here at Carlton. Carlton are 20 goals, 20, 140.
I'm just saying, we said earlier in the commentary that Marcazzani, Doug, was a schoolboy sprint champion. There certainly would not be a faster player in league football over 100 metres. And
he's going to be brilliant. There's no doubt about it. If he can keep his head, he will be brilliant. I'm not saying he's...
well, I know Frank Marcazzani, he'll keep his head all right. He's not that sort of bloke.
If he's cool, he'll be a brilliant player.
And he's kicked a couple of those goals in this quarter, of course, on Bruce Dool too. And of course, Bruce has been a much quieter player than normal today. He hasn't been the old Bruce Dool that we know. He's a player they can build their back line around. I know it might sound a silly thing to say about a back pocket player, but that Neville Taylor, is a very impressive player in that back pocket as he came out of defence there, gave it across to Thornton to Muggerman, but the ball's over the line and out of bounds. 24-minute mark, final quarter, 20-20 Carlton, Fitzroy 16-21. Here's the throw in. Good duel there in the ruck, but the ball comes to Buckley on centre wing, hooks it back, and the bounce favours Harris. Harris to the hand pass to Wilson, who has been a magnificent player today. Up to the forward line again. Lewis in front, has it punched away by Southby. Oh, brilliant play by McMahon as he knocked it over to Conlon. Conlon swings towards the goals, hooks it back, and it's another one to Fitzroy. What a great goal there to Michael Conlon for his 2nd goal of the game, and Fitzroy's 17th. And I'll tell you what, Carlton better watch it, because they only have to score 3 goals and they win the game.
This is a fantastic last quarter by Fitzroy.
17-21 Fitzroy, 123 to Carlton, 20-20, 140. And Percy Jones couldn't be too happy with that, Doug.
I certainly couldn't, but I dare say Bill Stephen is very, very happy indeed. Can Fitzroy win this game? 17 points the difference here at the 24-minute mark of the final quarter. Beecroft's up high, can't get that knockdown, comes to Harris, but he lets it go to Irwin. Irwin now coming around from centre wing, kicking it long down towards that full forward line. A chance here for McMahon to come in and take a mark. He does. David McMahon. This would make the difference now. If he kicked this, what, 11 points?
Well, it's on now, Doug.
It's certainly on. David McMahon lining up for goal from about 20 metres out. It's through. Beautiful goal. Torpedo punt, Peter. Magnificent goal through. 18 goals, 21. 129. 11 points the difference. McMahon's kicked his 4th, and there's certainly the Fitzroy supporters have come alive here at the Princess Park. Carlton 20-21, 40.
Well, Doug, I was almost going to sleep at the start of this quarter. I thought the game was all over.
Yep. And
it just shows you in football you cannot afford to relax, or any side in the league is capable of beating another league side if your attitude's not there.
Well, Fitzroy started 51 points behind.
And there's no advantage kicking to the end that they're kicking to. There's been goals scored at both ends. Here's Mackay. Oh, this is a welcome relief as it goes down their end. Carlton's end, that is. Here's the ball, comes to Everett. Everett with the long kick back towards Irwin. Irwin ducks back, and he almost took the mark. Oh, here's a chance once again as the ball comes to Wilson. Swings away onto the left foot, hooks it back towards the forward line. The ball thumped away by Southby. He's been a great player as usual. Comes to Perovic. He's caught with the ball. Klopp's got it. Caught by Marcassani. Throws the ball away. Here's a chance for little Rankin. He swings away and goes for the short pass. Here's a chance for Fitzroy once again, and the mark's been taken, this time by Bernie Quinlan, about 35 metres from goal, directly in front. And if he kicks this goal, the difference is 5 points.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, as your Doug Wade just said, as he stabs at the goals. He's put it through.
What a game.
What a game this is. Quinlan has kicked 2 goals and Fitzroy have kicked their 19th. 19 goals, 21. 135 to Carlton, 20-20, 140.
Well,
2 minutes have gone in time on.
Well, the crowd is stunned. I mean, there's hardly been any noise at all. Now it's starting to get up a bit. I think the crowd just don't realise or haven't realised that Fitzroy have come from nowhere. 5 points down, 2 minutes from time on. They've got plenty of time. 8 goals they've scored in this final quarter. Beecroft up again. Can he get the tap down? Can Fitzroy win this game? Coming out of there is Johnson with a long kick down towards that full forward line. Punched away. Over here towards Chris Smith. Smith's got the ball, traps it well. Left foot kick up towards Rankin. Can he trap it? He can. He's been a great player in this final quarter. Ducks round, hand pass over to Hansen. Hansen a further hand pass. Beautiful play is Beecroft now. Kicks it up towards the centre half forward area. And a mark taken by Wilson. Back to Hansen again. Hansen a long kick in towards centre half forward. Players up over the back. Nobody can take the mark. Dool comes out with a hand pass to Johnson, and Carlton now can city it down. He's got Mackay here. And give it across to Francis if he wants to. That's better play by Carlton. It's also got Sheldon to give a long hand pass to. Here it comes, back to Sheldon. 5 points of difference here at the 28-minute mark, final quarter. The ball is kicked in, up to McClure. McClure's up high, can't take the mark. Coming out as Taylor, knocks it out of bounds.
Free kick, Doug, I think.
Free kick it is against McClure, taken there by Smith. The last line of defence, time running out for Fitzroy, but they've put in a magnificent effort here in the final quarter.
There must be a lot of time on though, Doug. There's been a lot of goals scored in this quarter.
Well, Fitzroy started this quarter at 11-14, so they've kicked 8 goals, 7, and Carlton of 20-20, so there's been about 9 goals scored.
There's the ball, half-back flank. Oh, Fitzroy player on the bottom of that pack. The ball thrown away towards Ashman. Ashman towards Wells. Wells ducks away towards half-forward flank. Hooks the ball back towards the forward line. Here's a chance as Mackay has marked the ball about 40 metres out from goal, directly in front. And I'll tell you what, they need this goal, Carlton, badly. They need this. Take a bit of the pressure off if Mackay can kick this one. In he comes. A drop punt, and I'd say he's put that right through the centre for a goal to Carlton. And as I said, a badly needed one, and Mackay's kicked 4 and Carlton have kicked their 21st. 21 goals, 20. 146 to Fitzroy, 19, 21, 135.
Well, I suppose Peter could still say this time because it's a 29-minute mark of the final quarter. 2 straight kicks is all Fitzroy need to get in front. And who would ever have thought that they would be anywhere near Carlton at the final siren? A magnificent last quarter by Fitzroy. They've kicked 8 goals. 8 goals, 7. Beecroft up in the ruck. Gets a tap down. Goes straight there to Clump, a left foot kick. Out in front. McConnon. Here's his kick. Down towards centre half forward. Quinlan up. Can't take the mark. Picked up by Marcazzani. Goes for a bit of a run. He can run too, Marcazzani. Look at him go. Beautiful play, Marcazzani. And it's a goal. He's kicked a goal. A magnificent goal, I would say. Oh, just offline. Hit the post. Well, very good.
Magnificent effort that was.
Well, I saw the umpire go across. I didn't see the crowd behind cheer at all, so I felt it could have gone through. So the difference now, 10 points as the ball is kicked in. There's Fitzpatrick taking a very timely mark on that half-back flank. And the Carlton players have been completely nonplussed in this final quarter. There's a long torpedo punt kick going down there towards McClure. Coming in is Harris. After the ball, well played by Harris. Boy slips over, but allows Rankin to come in. Well shepherded there again by Harris. Rankin now a short kick over to Irwin. Irwin can get up to Wilson. Wilson's in the centre of the ground, can go for a bit of a run. He does that with a bit of a kick right up towards the centre half forward. Looking there for Conlon. Conlon up high and takes a mark. Michael Conlon on his chest. So if he kicks this, the difference 4 points, 31-minute mark. The final quarter. Michael Conlon lining up from 20 metres out. And who would ever have thought that Fitzroy would be anywhere near Carlton as Conlon lines up for his shot at goal. I'll wait for the umpire's decision. It's there. Beautiful goal by Conlon. And Fitzroy, 20 goals, 22. 4 points behind Carlton. 21 goals, 20 at the 32-minute mark, final quarter.
What a game this has turned out. Michael Conlon has kicked his 3rd goal, and should Wayne Harms have been taken off at three-quarter time. Doug Wade and I were very critical if he's not injured, although he hasn't come back on the ground, so maybe we might be prejudging because, he's getting ready to come back on the ground now as we speak, Wayne Harms, but he was their dynamo, and he was taken off the ground, and the siren's gone. Bad luck to Fitzroy. And Carlton have fallen in here at Princes Park. 21 goals, 146 to Fitzroy, 20-22.